In this content you will see an animated video, wherein a crime scene of a murder case has been managed and investigated by the investigation officer, under the supervision of an experienced prosecutor. The forensic expert will also be there to collect forensic evidence.
Hello, investigation officer, how are you doing?
I am good.
Why you are cordoning off the crime scene?
Just to preserve the same. I mean to say, to avoid any contamination and destruction of the evidence.
How you came to the conclusion that this is really crime scene of a murder case?
I have identified the same by my experience and circumstances. Look at the blood flow on the ground, empties, the position of the dead body, footmarks and other circumstances. I am firm that this is the actual crime scene.
Have you taken the pictures of the crime scene?
Yes. I have taken its pictures from 3 different angles.
That's great. The identification of the crime scene is pivotal. Taking picture of the crime scene from different angle is very useful. You have to show that what crime scene looked like before you entered therein. You did great. You firstly identified the crime scene. Thereafter took pictures of the same. And now you are going to cordon of the spot.
Yes, you are all correct. I have followed the protocols for the management of the crime scene.
This is great. Often general public enters the crime scene. With that most of the evidence is destroyed. We have to be very sensitive in preservation of the crime scene, as crime scene is the main hub of forensic evidence.
I have also maintained the log sheet in order to make entries of those who are entering into the crime scene for the collection of evidence and others.
I am impressed, no doubt you came well prepared. I think there is no injured except the sole dead body.
Yes, this is a murder case with no injured and we have to lift the dead body first.
Have you called for the forensic expert team?
Yes, they have already reached here.
We are ready to collect the forensic evidence. We have all necessary equipment and tools required for the collection and preservation of the evidence from the crime scene.
Okay, fine, let's start. Make sure that all evidences are collected and preserved properly. Mr. Expert, I would like to say this again, that make sure that the forensic evidence is properly collected and preserved, as prosecution case mainly rely upon forensic evidences, apart from ocular account etc.
Yes, madam. I am taking all the care.
Mr. Investigation Officer, I think that you are looking for witnesses.
I am looking for, but I could not find anyone. People hesitate to come up as witnesses.
Okay, no issues. We have lot of forensic and circumstantial evidence. You can also find other corroborative evidences during the course of investigation. I think you have safely sent the dead body for autopsy.
Yes. It has already been sent after necessary documentations.
Mr. Expert, you must be careful about the preservation of the forensic evidence, as non-preservation of the same may destroy that evidence, and it may also create dents in the prosecution version.
Sure. I am doing this with the best of my ability.
I am trying to collect all possible evidence from the spot.
This is wonderful. Also take pictures after tagging.
I have taken the photographs of each evidence.
Wonderful. Please document all recoveries and secure marginal witnesses to the same. This is important. Please ensure that there is no cutting or overwriting. These create doubts.
Yes. I understand. I am taking all precautions.
Mr. Expert, what sort of evidence you have collected from the crime scene?
I have collected blood-stained earth, empties, foot traces, saliva and other material stuff.
Appreciated. What about fingerprints?
We could not find those.
Mr. Expert, kindly preserve the evidences you collected from the crime scene in proper packing, and also write the details of the recovered stuff upon each parcel. Investigation officer will help you. Mr. Investigation Officer, I was thinking about the crime scene. I believe that you have already prepared the sketch of the crime scene.
Yes. It is almost all ready.
We have collected sufficient evidence and have documented the entire. So I believe that the same need to be transported to the police station immediately after making necessary entries in relevant registers of the police station. The same is required to be sent to FSL for chemical analysis.
Yes. I was also thinking about the same. And take it for sure, this will be done.
I will like to explain it to you that we have to maintain the chain of custody. It is equally important that the recovered stuff should be sent to FSL immediately, as any unnecessary delay in sending samples to FSL create doubts about its custody. Superior courts take this delay very serious.
We are taking all cares. And the same will be dispatched to the FSL. After necessary entries in Register 19 of the police station concerned.
That's great. I am really impressed to see all that. It is really wonderful that Mr. Investigation Officer firstly identified the crime scene, then took pictures of the same, from different angles, then cordon off the same, have documented all recoveries.
Grateful, madam. I believe that crime scene is the backbone of a criminal case. The entire case depends upon proper management of the crime scene.
Mismanagement of the crime scene shattered the entire case. It was because of that reason I collected all available forensic evidence, and have also preserved the same. These are ready for transportation.
So ready to take it to the police station.
I think all done here. No doubt you guys did very well. Thank you very much for your cooperation.